Is a pigeon. I feel like Charlie Brown, except I ain't brown. Bitch, I'm green. This is the sound of a lottery machine. I got a lot of green. Look at my shoes, them bitches is blinging. Catch me in the shower, and you know I'm singing. Knock myself out, I got a concussion. I'm playing, bitch, I'm sleeping. Bitch, I'm...
You serious?
Fuck it, we'll do it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
It's your show.
Tonight on Stumbling Down History Road, we're going to be talking about SoundCloud rappers, which is very oddly specific, but somebody requested it. So, I'm Jackson. Next to me, we got...
I'm Bat.
I'm D.
And then we got...
I'm Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
So
Where were you from again?
He was on our Grease episode.
Any other ones or just
that one.
Yeah. Check out our Grease episode, already doing the plugin. 250 subscribers, sure, giveaway. 500.
like,
some
comment,
type of,
subscribe? We're on Spotify,
Yeah.
Spotify, whatever.
500 is a Pornhub thing. 1,000, Fodi's getting married to something else.
Yeah, we're marrying you off.
We're going to marry you to a dog. You look like a dog person.
I don't think you can legally do that, but I guess.
Me? No.
this is
Him,
Bi-
yes. He's
this is
ordained.
Biden's America.
What's the benefit to me?
You'll be married.
Subscribers, and I get stuck married to a dog.
You'll be married. You'll love this dog. It's a dog. How could you hate dogs? Do you hate dogs?
No, I mean you can give me.
Why do you
dogs.
hate dogs?
Why would I marry
SoundCloud rap. Why did you suggest SoundCloud rap, Ryan?
Because it was the first thing that came to my head. And
Okay.
I thought it would be a funny topic for me and you to talk about because I feel like you very much don't listen to that kind of music.
No.
And there's a lot of antics and different like things we can talk about and like how it kind of like evolved because it is a very interesting genre of music and to see where like it is today versus like how it started.
Like the emo trap? Yeah.
No, I mean like it kind of shows you how the internet changes shit quick and music changes a lot because of the internet. I think it's a very cool topic. It shows you how quickly things change.
Do you guys have any experience with SoundCloud rap? I know that you have like no experience, but you have some with music in general, maybe. You go to a lot
I
of
listen
concerts.
to music all the time. I just like I'm still on iTunes. I have like an iPod that's got like 128 gigs because it was one of the ones they made for video, and I just put whatever music I want into that. So like,
And then down at the end, any experience?
Particularly with SoundCloud rap, not much, but I mean, I am a former juggalo, so I know all about terrible rap.
Yep. There we go. Got experience.
Yeah, and we're going to talk a little bit about the gathering.
Well,
Like, wait, you could just say I don't like ICP anymore. I didn't know you could do that.
well, you could no longer really associate with the scene more than it's just kind of like I don't.
They went woke, man. Turns out it was all about finding God. They went woke.
So,
Yeah, that was weird.
actually, we
Wasn't
could
even that, it's just after the Twisted Schism that kind of fucked with the family was what when it kind of fucked me up. Because I was more of a Twisted guy when it came musically, but like ICP's fun, but
well, you know Violent J poisoned that girl?
wait, what?
Yeah, so this is actually
Is this the
something
recent allegations?
So it's actually something kind of relevant to the SoundCloud scene. I know about this because there's a tattoo artist who's tattooed like a bunch of really famous artists in LA. Their name is Dog Xanax, and
What?
That's a cool name. I like that
Dog
name.
Xanax. That's their that's their
I
tag.
wish
It's
Dog
like trash folk.
Xanax was my name. That's a cool
Yeah.
name.
They're a dope artist. Shout out them. And they're posting about how their friend, who also does Donna Datana's makeup, basically was in a relationship with Violent J, and you know he kept like giving her drugs, and she became malnourished, and she kept reaching out for help, and it was like a very not good relationship, and she wound up overdosing in his house, and like was apparently dead for a long time. and an unusual amount of time, and then he called the police, and like it's all kind of been swept under the rug, kind of shit. And like
He's looking this up right now.
yeah,
I'm looking up dog Xanax. I'm trying to
Say psych right now. Say psych right now.
I think they
Oh,
changed their Instagram handle. Hold on.
Wait, Xanax for dogs? What owners need to know? That looks like it's helpful.
I'm just trying to find the argument.
Don't train your dog. Just give them Xanax.
Sick
that'll
Dog
help.
Boy is their current Instagram handle, but they had Laney. If you go to Violent J, on their Instagram stories, there's threads and threads and threads on it about how like Violent J is also like specifically attracted to like 14 to 16-year-olds. Apparently, there's a lot of really fucked up shit on Violent J out there, and like it's accessible information too.
I feel like I don't know. I've never heard this, but I feel like they don't really have the budget to hide something like that.
You'd be
They're
surprised.
multi-millionaires.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they do have like money and stuff.
They had their own record label for a while.
Yeah.
See, it just confuses me because Jay is claimed to be a survivor of that type of stuff from when he was a kid. So,
Well, sometimes like people who are survivors succumb to like the same behaviors because of like their trauma.
This is an entirely different podcast than what I was
I know, but like it's crazy because of how many people are connected to the scene. And like this person's a tattoo artist who tattooed like every famous rapper from like 2016 to like 2018 in the LA area. Like Lil Peep, she's tattooed. Like they've tattooed a lot of fucking famous people in that scene, right?
Lil Tay.
No,
Little Tay's not old
Lil
enough.
Tay's a
Lil
child.
Tay.
But like if you go on their story right now, it's like they got all this proof. Like Violent J is like following like fucking kids. It's crazy. It's crazy shit. But so I guess it's fuck ICP.
I thought he was like not well or anything. Like I saw them not.
It could be
like,
not well and
maybe a couple months. I guess so. Like I saw them a couple months ago, and it was almost like people were like the couple of people that were there were like excited they were performing at all because he was like sick and his heart wasn't working or something.
Yeah, I suppose he had like heart issues, which is why he doesn't tour anymore. But he's still touring with not ICP, but solo and sometime whatever. It's I don't know what the fuck was up with that.
yeah, I don't know.
I just wanted to see a good show.
The Gathering is an interesting festival, and
Yeah, I haven't been, but boy howdy did I want to go.
yeah, I know a guy who just like he would just microdose mushrooms and like take a bunch of other shit and walk around and listen to a bunch of fucking music all weekend. He said it was interesting. It was like juggalo orgies and shit. It's its own thing.
They had
one chick who was a recurring guest. Her whole thing was trying to suck every guy's dick at the show.
Yep. There is documentation on YouTube about this shit.
That's horrible.
It
That's
is.
awful.
It is quite the.
Because if you're drinking Faygo, you taste like battery acid. That's like that's not good.
Shit.
Yes,
I
you're
like
ruining
Faygo.
you're ruining your flavor with that soda. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
but you're also like covered with it. Just like
To be
everybody's
fair, though, they
sticky
use Diet
Yeah.
Faygo. for
and probably
performances.
like
That's probably not good for your flavor either. You got to eat like a cantaloupe. You got to follow that up with a cantaloupe. You got to fucking wash out your bad juices.
Some pineapple,
yeah,
some fucking mints.
yeah,
but
some
like-
mango or something.
a festival like that, though, is probably a good place to find people who aren't wearing pants, though. So I would say
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
that's if you're gonna do that, that's probably a good place to go do it.
See, now what I'm going to say is I remember the episode where they fucking Workaholics, where they went to the goddamn gathering. I don't know if any of you guys ever watched Workaholics.
Yep.
I like seeing it. Maybe
They did a whole episode where they ended up at the gathering by accident and becoming juggalos for a little bit and shit. It's actually a pretty good episode.
So what is
what's up?
what is SoundCloud? Let's
Yeah,
try and get back on topic.
So
Back to the
This is
original-
not a
Back
this
to
is
the
not a
topic,
Juggalo
yeah.
episode.
We'll come back to that, and I'll be full face paint for that episode.
That's fucking dope. So SoundCloud rap, I think people use the term to define the hip hop movement that started to begin in 2016, around when the XXL freshman cipher hit YouTube. I think that's when people really started to like use that term and run with it. But music and hip hop on SoundCloud really started to like pop off in 2013, 2014, right? Because that's when like Lil Uzi Vert first started to upload. That's when Bones started to upload, and you know, I think everyone also kind of forgets his name when they talk about SoundCloud rap, but Space Ghost Perp and Raider Clan as well.
Yep. I know them. And ASAP Mob.
Yeah.
Which was a rival faction, kind of.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it wasn't necessarily like a rivalry, right? Like,
it was just a different. It was a different group, kind of like.
So, as you know, it's funny. I was actually watching a YouTube video about this the other day about why Space Ghost Perp and Rocky really weren't getting along, and because like Perp wanted a little bit. Perp was showing Rocky how to make beats. Like Rocky knew how to rap, and Rocky always was a rapper, but Rocky really wasn't into making beats like that. And Space Ghost Perp put ASAP Rocky on to making beats and like kind of built ASAP's sound that ASAP had early on. But then he started to run off and tell people that he taught Rocky how to rap and he taught Rocky how to dress and shit. And like ASAP wasn't taking, you know, he didn't really talk to, like, I don't know. They're ignorant rappers. Like, I don't think they really spoke on it well with each other. And Space Ghost Perp is always like trolling on Twitter and shit. So I feel like he probably didn't speak on it in a great way. But that's really where that rivalry comes from. And a lot of people in the underground from that time have also spoke on that.
Now I know that you're a little bit younger than us.
Yeah.
You got a couple years under us. So we're a little bit more old school. We're closer to like Wu-Tang and that era. So can we describe a little bit of the difference between like gangster rap and then that hip hop R&B Usher era into like SoundCloud-ish?
Well, I think that
like the difference in style, really.
So I think that the music that people really started to put under the umbrella of SoundCloud rap came from three real main influences. I think the three artists that really influenced the sound that we hear today, you know, obviously Kanye West, 808s and Heartbreaks, 808s and Heartbreaks.
You good there, bud? Sorry. What'd you say?
Doing his Kanye best.
Yeah, 808s
Kanye.
and Heartbreaks. You know, that record kind of changed the way people were using that sound. And Uzi, Yachty, a lot of people have said like 808s and Heartbreaks that inspired the way they made their beats and shit and how they selected their beats, the beats they were rapping on. Chief Keef and Chicago Drill, 100% influenced where the SoundCloud movement went because they were uploading on YouTube.
Yeah,
and they were.
It was all grassroots. It was all homegrown.
Yeah,
effectively.
So Chief Keef isn't necessarily what I would define as SoundCloud rap because he didn't really come up on SoundCloud. He was on YouTube and DatPiff. Like that was still like that era of like free download music, right? So Chief Keef and then Mane with the southern like trap music, like
Gucci Man.
Yeah, with his mixtapes and his like his the way he had DJs that hosted mixtapes and shit, and his beat selection, I think that really inspired the way that people started to take the direction of trap music in general. Because if you listen to a lot of like early Gucci Mane mixtapes, you can hear a lot of like fast trap beats, kind of like what we have going on right now. If you really want to go into like other artists that I think are
xxxtentacion.
No, so I don't necessarily. Yeah. So we'll get there, right?
Is that actually how you say that? Because I could never figure out how you say that.
xxxtentacion.
Yeah, that's his name.
There's that. There's Juice WRLD. There's Lil Peep, Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah.
Ski Mask. The.
Oh God.
What?
See, this is why I should have looked some of this up because I always thought his name was like Extension or something.
It's all names.
I sound like a
Extension.
Like a dad.
Jesus, you're like 90.
I know. I sound like an old person right now.
So
EFX, Foosh Nickens.
So the first few rappers that really
Little
started
Skies.
to gain, So the first few rappers that started to gain traction on SoundCloud were like Bones, Eddie Baker,
Smokepurpp.
Xavier Wolf. Yeah, smokepurpp is also like pretty early, surprisingly. People don't realize that smokepurpp really started to pop off in 2015.
He's been in the game for a while.
Yeah, Jay Green.
Would you consider Fetty Wap?
No, Fetty Wap is more like a radio rapper. Like, he's really more of a radio rapper. He had a song and he blew up on YouTube, so I wouldn't really necessarily.
Well, I mean, just because they blew up on YouTube doesn't mean that they weren't a SoundCloud artist. So
there's a very specific scene of rappers that came from SoundCloud, and Fetty Wap really wasn't a part of that. Like, Fetty Wap was a radio, like, he was a radio artist. Like, he blew up because of the radio. Like, Fetty Wap wasn't part of like any sort of like underground movement like that, to my knowledge. So like, I think that like, what is it? After the Bones, and you had Xavier Wolf, then you got the first few Suicide Boys releases, and I think those guys started to get a lot of like fan base growing and shit because dubstep was also growing on SoundCloud at the same time, and a lot of people don't realize that. Like,
I do have a quick question.
Yeah.
What is SoundCloud for those who do not know?
Okay, so SoundCloud is a platform where you can just upload your music for free, basically, and it's free? Like a streaming. Yeah, it's free. You get like about 200 minutes for free, and then after that, you pay for like unlimited space. But it's kind of like YouTube for music. Like, you can just
you could like repost. You could like a Facebook type thing.
I think I know what you're talking about because I don't spend a lot of time on the computer, but I know people who have put stuff on. Like, I've used it. I really don't remember it too well, but it's just like audio files, right? Like,
it's kind of similar to Bandcamp.
This one time at Bandcamp,
that's what I said. I was like, Bandcamp is one, but it's like it doesn't have, because Bandcamp you can buy like T-shirts and vinyl and stuff. And
Bandcamp is more for like the album format and like releasing like a merch package. It's more like a sub website for a band, where SoundCloud is like almost a social media, like an Instagram, where like you can upload music.
Okay. Yeah,
that's the best way I could describe it.
You can like, share, repost, do all sorts of things, comment on different songs, right?
Yep.
You can do music videos if you need.
Mm-hmm. So you can embed music videos into the comments to link to YouTube, but you can't upload music videos to SoundCloud. But the thing that made SoundCloud cool and important was that you could just upload shit whenever. So like, rappers would drop shit kind of like whenever, and that's still something we see today. Like, the amount of releases that someone could put up on SoundCloud versus like uploading to streaming, because when you upload through DistroKid, it takes a day or two, because they have to like put it through like all these programs that like make sure there's no samples that are copyrighted. It has to get its own copyright for the song, right? So there's a process to uploading the song to streaming. SoundCloud is like just like file hosting, really. So it streams and then you can like it and shit. So there's no like mass like monetization thing it has to go through. So it's kind of just going up immediately. Obviously if you you upload someone else's song, there's a copyright filter for that. But like, if you upload the remixes and shit, like, it's not a problem because of the Creative Commons laws and shit.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I think something people forget is dubstep was like really, really, really popular on SoundCloud, because SoundCloud popped for like electronic music and hip hop really early. And certain artists like Getter were collaborating with artists like Puya and Suicide Boys, like early on in their careers, and producing songs for their early mixtapes. And
getting a lot of trap, getting a lot of EDM influences.
Yeah,
well, I mean, around that time, I'm going to say I was going to like raves and stuff, and you had so many people that just wanted to be exposed in like whatever kind of meaning you want to attach to that, because a lot of those people were really weird. Yeah, now like a lot of those EDM people are really fucking weird people.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Like, even in a good way. But like, there were just so many people that were producing this music that was like, you could download a free program and try and make techno music. So it's like everybody's trying to just post stuff and get it out.
Mark Ribble.
A lot
Oh,
of
yeah,
like
yeah.
those the actual like raves that would be around would just be people that it was like, hey, you can play for half an hour, have at it, whatever, and just people wanted to perform. So
You good there, bud?
Yep.
I think he dropped his keef.
Oh shit. That
No,
sucks.
just a little bit of ash. Sweep it up later.
So
Go ahead.
if we're gonna look at the history of SoundCloud rap, I think it should be like, I think it's important to look at it in like eras, because I feel like the phase of SoundCloud rap is over. Right, it's a place for people to upload their music early on, but now it's just like the platform you upload your music to. So it's not necessarily SoundCloud rap. Now it's just there's different genres.
Yeah.
I would call the current movement of underground music we have going on called I would really just call that internet music, and I think that's what a lot of other people have settled with, because like that's really what it is. It's people who meet on the internet and they just kind of make whatever, and it kind of falls under that umbrella of like experimental trap and like hyper pop and like all those different genres. And I think it's really interesting to see how like emo trap and like underground trap music has evolved into like this genre that sounds like Aphex Twins started sipping lean. It's really interesting. It's very interesting. That's the best way I can describe it.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I think that the way that people look at production and creating beats has really changed.
Evolved.
Yeah, there's 10 years. There's 10 years of, when I look at it like this, I was like, if people really were on the internet like that, and people are still like my age and blowing up, because I was browsing these forums and I was going on SoundCloud when 10 years ago in 2014. Like, if there's people my age that are still going at it or are still interested in the scene, that's 10 years of music that you've seen change. And like, what can you contribute now that sounds different to all this? Like,
yeah, I mean that's the same with anything, though. I think. I mean, look at the difference between the '80s and fucking disco from the '70s. It's totally
yeah.
I love weird foreign European disco.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Weird foreign European disco is great.
like Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan's pretty cool.
Genghis Khan's fun. Boney M.
Do you have anything to contribute to that?
no, that sounds like it's just automatically good, just based off of what it is.
Genghis Khan, Boney M.
Yeah.
Well, you know the
that
song
needs to happen.
Rasputin? Rah, rah, Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen.
You know it?
Of course.
No, I don't. I'm sad
That's
that I don't
Boney M.
know that song. It sounds really good.
Yeah, it's called Rasputin by Boney M.
Not sponsored. Check them out though.
Yes, not sponsored by a song.
Yeah.
So
They're not even around it. I'm pretty sure they're not around anymore.
probably not.
They probably appreciate the reference.
The shout out.
So looking at the
I'm going to
history,
listen to that.
I think it's really important to break down the eras, right? So you got the first era of SoundCloud rap, which I would consider to be like Young Lean, Blade, the rest of the Sad Boys, Xavier Wolf, Bones, Eddie Baker. We'll talk about Xavier Wolf in a few minutes because he actually just had some crazy shit happen. It's probably like the end of his story now. But that's what I would consider to be the first big wave of SoundCloud music. Second big wave of SoundCloud.
How would you describe that? Like, if you had to differentiate it.
Cloud rap. Oh, and you can't forget Lil B. Even though Lil B really wasn't a SoundCloud rapper, he started to upload on there after MySpace kind of like fell off. Like, that's where he started to go. He kind of
Fucking MySpace, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, man. Lil B was uploaded on MySpace.
Oh,
So-
Boney M's doing a farewell tour in 2024.
Wow. They're probably all like 70.
Well, the original producer passed away, Frank Farrellin, and then the original guy who did all the dancing, he passed away too.
No,
Bobby
shit.
Farrell. Yeah. Sorry. Just looking that up real quick out of curiosity.
Yeah, I noticed.
Sucks.
So
The guy, if you know the music video for Moscow, the original shirtless guy with the headdress, he's dead too. Yeah.
The original shirtless guy with a headdress is probably dead. That guy lived like 20,000 years ago.
No. Longer.
Yeah. Well, wait.
Oh wait,
What?
I don't know. We gotta get the Bible in check.
Oh God, not you in the Bible. We know how you love sexy Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, bro,
He said one day that he is the Bible.
Yeah.
I don't remember the context of that.
Bro's
so
the old
I can't
and the
say,
New
but
Testament.
I'm not as shredded as Jesus because every single church seems to need to portray Jesus as a very sexy man.
Hey,
But
hey.
anyway.
Buff Jesus is best Jesus or Korean Jesus because he's busy with Korean shit.
Reference.
Wait, I mean, technically, apparently, Christian is Jesus now.
God, no.
Oh Jesus.
Did you hear that shit? You ever hear that shit? Christians.
Check out Geno Samuel. He has a fantastic fucking.
Dude, the last episode's going up like tomorrow.
I mean, that's the legacy of Chris shall never go away.
But no, this is going to be the last episode for a while. He's going to be he's caught up to the prison arc.
God damn.
Or he's getting up to the where he gets arrested. Yeah.
Interesting.
Do you know what Chris Chan is?
Of course I know. I'm very big into the LOL cow world. Not like I kind of spectate. It's more of just like
I have to ask because
Yeah.
some people don't know.
No, I know. Yeah, no, bro. I grew up with unlimited internet access. I'm very, very well versed in what the computer can do to someone.
Oh, okay. So then I understand that you. So I understand that you understand that the pool's closed.
Pool is closed. Yeah, pool's closed.
I don't know. We spent 15 minutes explaining that shit to Garrett and for no reason in the middle of an episode.
Pool's closed. Sorry.
What episode was that one?
Adult Swim, maybe.
No, it might have been in It's Always Sunny.
That also sounds correct.
Um,
Speaking of upcoming episodes, we have an upcoming episode that somebody wants to do for April, like the first weekend of April. Going Whitest Kids You Know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
So I
go
think the next wave is really important because like it kind of splits, right? It kind of splits off into like a lot of different rappers.
Does it
Yeah.
banana splits?
I want to know how it splits into like
So
what differentiates it.
so you have artists like Lil Peep, Suicide Boys, Puya and Fat Nick, who I would put them together because that is really how they came up. They came up together, and we'll talk about them in a second.
Where does Ski
Ghostman,
Mask fall in?
he falls in also kind of in this scene.
What about Little Skies?
Ski Mask? Also kind of like in that Florida scene. Florida is one of the main states that contributed to SoundCloud rap. A lot of people were from Florida. So like Puya and Fat Nick were Florida guys. Little Skies was a Florida guy, I believe.
What about
X,
Dubby?
Ski Masks.
Did you say Lil Nas X?
No, I don't know where he's from. smokepurpp, Lil Pump, like those guys were all Florida guys.
YBM, Mighty J?
So YBN, I wouldn't really consider SoundCloud rappers. I really wouldn't consider them part of that movement. And then you had more of the mainstream SoundCloud movement, which I would say is like Lil Uzi Vert,
Trippy Red?
Trippy Red, 100%. Trippy Red, 100%.
XXXTentacion?
No, I would say he was part of the Florida movement because he was a Florida
Juice
guy.
WRLD?
Juice WRLD is we're gonna get to him. He's not part of this. He's not really from that category because
Playboy Cardi?
Cardi. Yes, he's definitely part of the more mainstream part. Cardi, yes, 100%, because Cardi was affiliated with Cardi.
What about Ugly God?
Ugly God was also part of this generation.
Kodak Black?
Rap. Kodak Black's also part of this generation. He's
21
in that
Savage?
They're like part of the mainstream part because they were all part of that.
Oh, okay, because they got big with Posty.
Yeah, they hit different levels. Like those guys became superstars. Where like the other rappers I'm talking about really formed.
Lil Yachty?
Yeah, Lil Yachty is also part of like the mainstream ones, right?
Really?
Yeah, and then
What about Molly Brazy?
Molly Brazy, the fuck is Molly Brazy?
He's just got a list of names in front of him. He's just kind of
Wi-Fi's Funeral?
Wi-Fi's Funeral is definitely also part of the Florida scene. Wi-Fi's
A Boogie with the Hoodie?
A Boogie's a New York rapper. He's not really a SoundCloud guy. He's more of a drill rapper.
YNW Melly.
Melly, I wouldn't really consider a SoundCloud rapper either.
Denzel Curry,
Denzel Curry is 100% part of the underground.
Cody Shane,
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Lil Mosey,
Lil Mosey's ass.
Jay Critch.
We're just naming people now.
This is pretty much what he's doing. Yes.
So
You are just listing off normal people's names at this point.
So the
Pretty
next
much.
generation, which I would consider to be like the end of like the SoundCloud generation of music, where like now artists are kind of just like internet artists and TikTok.
Is this where
and
we get the
social
mumble
media.
rap
No,
stereotype?
because mumble rap and SoundCloud music kind of go hand in hand. And mumble rap was a term that was being used before SoundCloud, right? Because people really started to call rap mumble rap when Migos came out in 2011.
Migos was 2011? Holy shit.
2011 or 2012. Whenever, because I remember the first time I heard a Migos song, it was Hannah Montana.
What?
It was that song that went Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana. It was the chorus. I got Molly, I got white, I got Molly, I got white. I be trapping all damn night.
I know
Yeah.
Stitches did Molly Cyrus.
No, I remember
Stitches
I
is a
heard
good
that song
character.
at work all the time for years, and it was bad and annoying. I did
Yeah.
not, like,
Those
I'm a papa mullet.
those
you
certainly
want
are
to just
some
Hannah
lyrics.
Montana over and over again.
But
It
I'm
was
a
like
fuck
for some
Miley
reason it's on the
Cyrus.
radio over and over again.
I'm a papa mullet.
Yo, honestly,
I'm a fuck Miley Cyrus.
I'll never forget listening to early Migos. It was really cool finding that. I just remember that sound, that really repetitive like rap, where like it was three dudes and it just kind of like all bounced off of each other well. And I remember there's a really good song with Riff Raff. Actually, it's called "Trapping Out the Gym," and it's like got like a flute like on the beat, and it's the same thing. It's just like a really repetitive chorus, and it's mad good. It's trapping out the gym, trapping out the gym, trapping out the gym. It's just
Here's one
Such
for
a
you.
good
Does
song.
Young Gravy count?
no. Young Gravy is like he's like a social media artist. Like those are guys who blew up because of like TikTok and social media and all that shit.
What about
And then-
Lil Xan?
Lil Xan's definitely a SoundCloud rapper, but like he
Rich
didn't
Homie
really.
Quan?
Rich Homie Quan, no, he's more affiliated with like Young Thug and like those rappers.
Rich the Kid?
Rich the Kid, definitely a SoundCloud rapper.
Young
Definitely
Boy
from the
Never
village.
Broke Again?
NBA Young Boy is like his own thing, and what you could do a whole episode on NBA Young Boy.
Lil Keed?
He's probably part of that SoundCloud generation, but he really came up because Young Thug discovered him. But
Young Bands?
no, I don't really. Young Band's more of like a social media guy.
Block Boy JB?
Nah, that
He's just gonna keep.
I love
asking you
Mac
names.
Cunningham.
You just like listed
no,
people that
you
nobody's
just
ever heard of
you just
before.
listed names. You just listed names of rappers who don't make hits anymore. Um,
Rob Banks?
Wait, did they ever make
Yes.
it to begin with? Is a better question.
some of them.
Blueface?
Blueface is ass. You could do a whole episode on Blueface. What is it?
One
No.
of these is
So-
Asian doll.
let's elaborate on
that was,
Blueface.
that was- he didn't
Pause.
mention
Yo,
Let's
hold on,
elaborate a
hold
little bit
on.
on
We should
Blueface.
talk
Fuck
about
it, may as well.
Blueface. Should
Fuck
talk
it,
about.
let's talk about Blueface.
So my favorite Blueface story isn't even what is it? Anything going on with the kid and Krishan Rock right now. My favorite Blueface story is about how Blueface fucking scammed this rapper called Trappin' Bobby. Who Trappin' Bobby is probably my favorite, like he's my favorite LOL cow. And he's not even one that other people know about, right? This is my own personal one that like is in the vault. And I'm gonna let y'all in on this, right? So Trappin' Bobby is this wannabe like drug dealer rapper dude from like California. And he'll probably see this and he'll hopefully one day see this and maybe like have a chuckle, or he'll post me on his Instagram and tell me he'll want to shoot me or something. Right? So
We had our own LOL cow.
Who do
So-
we have?
Dougals?
Oh right, yeah.
Trappin'
yeah.
Bobby, right, hits up Whack 100 and gets the Blueface feature. And he's got Trappin' Bobby's maybe got like 300 Spotify listeners. And got the Blueface feature, got the music video package. Blueface shows up, does the music video, and then never clears the song. So like it never got put on streaming or anything. So I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. And something was supposed to happen, and he kept calling out Blueface, calling him a piece of shit. Blueface never posted the song or promoted it. and they had beef for no reason. And yeah, Trappin' Bobby just now films crackheads, copious amounts of drugs, and doesn't really rap, and takes pictures of the Chinese food he's eating. He lives a very interesting life. I kind of like observing it.
It sounds pretty cool. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. It seems like
he got shot at. He's been shot. So like,
yeah, but that just happens sometimes. I mean, that sounds like somebody's got it made, man.
He was probably pretty shitty. He probably deserved it. Probably deserved to be launched into the ocean by a catapult.
So, me and my buddy Finn, were back in the day. We were very invested in Trappin' Bobby lore, and Trappin' Bobby was at the time switching to a new distributor, right? And he kept posting about it and fucking having Twitter fingers on Instagram and talking shit. And he was outside of his house.
What?
And someone just fucking shot at him in his car. And I don't mean to laugh, but like, he was legit like, yo, pull up on me if you got a problem. And they pulled up on him. They had a problem. And they went, poof, poof. And the first thing this motherfucker does is post that he got shot on his Instagram story. Doesn't start driving the car. He's sitting there and he's like, oh, got fucking shot, man.
Oh, they actually hit his ass too?
They hit him in the shoulder. And he's posted about how he's like, thank God I fucking got out of there alive. It's like, he's not changed since. You would think that makes a guy rethink everything and go, maybe I don't want to live a life where there's potentially a bullet that goes 2 more inches this way and ends me off, right? Bro's still up to it all. Still up to it all. It's kind of wild.
Fucking Black Dynamite. That just reminded me of Black Dynamite. You're very lucky, Black Dynamite. 2 inches to the left, and whew, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Yeah, and 2 inches to the right, and we wouldn't be, and it wouldn't even hit me.
That's a good line.
Fucking Black Dynamite. Oh my god, Black exploitation films. Check out that.
I forgot about that movie.
Yo, Black Dynamite's so good. Have you seen Black Dynamite?
No.
Dude, that is your homework. I don't give a shit what you do for the rest of the night, but you have to watch Black Dynamite before I see you tomorrow.
You're not going to see me tomorrow. I got a wedding. I got a Mick wedding tomorrow. I'm excited.
I know what I said.
He will find you.
I'll go there.
It's in Jersey. Good luck.
I will go to Jersey. There's only so many exits.
Yeah, you're right. What is it?
This is your homework. I will quiz you on it.
Okay.
Dynamite.
So since we keep talking about what the fuck is his name? X.
xxxtentacion.
Yeah, I think he's
Is he the one who was a snitch or whatever? We got arrested?
No, that was Takeshi 6969.
So actually, before we start talking about X, I'll wrap up the eras real quick. The next era I would describe as like City Morgue, Tekashi 6ix9ine,
Juice
WRLD. Yeah, those are artists that influenced that last SoundCloud era. And then right after that,
this is like 2017, 2018.
Yeah, this is around then, 2017, 2019. That's that last era. Yeah. And then that internet music started. What I would describe as that internet shit.
That's where we get Rich Chigga.
I'm sorry, what?
Rich Brian. He changed his name.
I know.
Yeah.
88 Ryzen Joji.
I wouldn't really. Yeah, and we'll talk about Rich Brian because actually, I
don't know if I call him SoundCloud, but he's definitely that internet music.
I think
his first one, Dat Stick, definitely internet music.
Yeah, and that's actually a song we're going to talk about because
hold on with that stick.
xxxtentacion.
Chief Keith.
So there's a song with Rich Brian and X, and it was so I actually remember this explicitly. I think it's interesting that I grew up during this era of music because I remember when certain songs came out, and I can tell you where I was when certain songs came out. Because when X, before everything happened, we'll talk about everything that happened. That song, I remember when I was in private school, I was sitting in the chapel in the morning, and I remember I had seen that X had been released from prison. And
I didn't even know you went to private school.
Yeah.
Richie.
No, I'm not. My mom worked there. My mom worked there. That's the only reason I went.
Do you know who my dad is? That's what you sound like.
It was some shit like that. Yeah. Fucking.
Why did you have your private schooled?
It was the first song that got released after X got released from jail. It was a Rich Brian, Keith Ape, and X song. It was really good. It was pretty good. And X is important because X was doing a lot of shit that people really weren't doing before. He was dropping like minute 45 songs, like no like structure to them, and they were really cool. And he was doing all these different styles. And he was rap. Some songs were like hard shit, like it was like gangster rap. Like he had a gangster rap flow. Like
he had some grungy. He had some emo.
Yeah,
he had some
did
everything.
He touched.
I'm
everything.
not gonna lie. I kind of really liked Ghostman for a little bit.
Oh, we're gonna
I don't
talk
know
about
if that's
Ghostman.
like related, but
Yeah.
I mean that was like something. It was just like that. It was something different.
Yeah.
Ghostman.
So we're gonna talk about Ghostman next, actually, because that's the
It's
name
not
I
quite
forgot to
Gucci
bring up
Gang, but-
before. Ghostman's another really important artist. After we talk about X, we'll talk about like Ghostman, Puya, and Fat Nick, because like that's like a really important group to talk about.
But I want to talk about Gucci Gang.
Oh, we'll talk about Lil Pump too. What is
Was
it?
Lil Pump with Kanye with that oversized fucking
Yeah, that's Lil Pump.
suit?
That's where he peaked.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is
Juice
it?
WRLD peaked with Eminem.
I wouldn't even say that's like his best song. That's like his.
No, I wouldn't either. But for like a lot of people's careers,
audience-wise,
getting to
yeah.
be able to go with Eminem is like peak.
Yeah.
Given
But
how long M's been doing it.
so,
Yeah.
you know, X is controversial because, like, you know, he did some like. There's people who like really don't like him, and there's people who are like, "I'll let that man rest," because like the court documents on what he did to that girl are crazy. Like they are like, and I'm not trying to like obviously speak ill on a dead man. We're talking about history here, right? So there's some shit that like he may have done because like these cases never really got like handled before he died. So like there's some crazy shit that he may have been like, you know, responsible for, and people were pretty fucking pissed. And to compare that to, like I was saying earlier about Xavier Wolf, it just came out that Xavier Wolf like beat the shit out of his girlfriend, like for months.
He Chris Brown?
He Chris Browned her, and it was not good. And there's pictures and proof, and it's like, and X was like on that same level where like, you know, they were saying like, you know, he may have held a barbecue fork at her parts at some point. Like the documents are disturbing. And like if he did do that shit, there's something to be said about who he is as a person. I don't think he should have that.
Bless you.
Bless you. But you know, there was never a case to prove he did anything now because he's dead. So it's like a weird spot, I feel like, morally sometimes with him. But like he did contribute so much to the scene, and he is a very important artist to a lot of people. And he was weird. He was like almost cringy in a way, in the way he like talked about like music and his fans, and like how he would like talk about everything. And I remember as a kid like thinking about like, yo, this motherfucker's like so emo, like looking at his posts and shit.
I
And,
know
like,
that he started doing like some charity work and shit towards the later end before he got shot.
So he started doing charity work because he needed to make big. He just kept getting in trouble. A big part of like X's lore is that like he just was known for fighting and street fighting and shit in Florida, and like one of his covers is him beating the shit out of someone.
Interesting.
Yeah, so like he was known for having hands and fighting people. It's really interesting.
Maybe like another day. Not today.
Okay.
Um,
The most casual thing ever.
I mean, if you want to fight random people in the street, let's go find some. But
You're a random people. You could be in the street.
nah, I've been here for like.
The trick
Hang
with
on,
him
wait,
is
there's a
aim for
count
the
on
She
that.
belongs in the streets.
trick.
You know-
Trick with him is you aim for the nipples. It's his weak point.
That's what I was planning on doing, regardless of if he wanted to fight me or not. So
It's like, you know how like you have a boss fight glowing weak point? He used to take off his shirt. Yeah, this is the glowing weak points.
it's all good. You don't have to fight me. I was gonna do that anyway.
You're gonna fight me anyway?
Just
No,
go for the
I was
nipples.
gonna go for the nipples anyway.
Makes sense.
It's just like, you know,
I don't feel
polite
protected
thing
right now.
to do.
I need an adult.
I am an adult.
Yeah, but
He's so
So the vote is
confused.
2-3.
Poor Ryan, he is so confused.
I'm so thrown off.
What's up?
I'm so thrown off.
It's okay.
You're about to be thrown on.
I bet.
It's better than being thrown up.
I hope so.
We were talking about XXX and his love of fighting.
Yeah, he just would fight motherfuckers. There's mad videos of him fighting people online. There's compilations.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like the bum
That's
fights
probably
thing?
at least one. Oh, Bum Fights Boy?
Yo, bum fights boy is.
He's the GOAT.
You ever see when he went on the fucking Dr. Phil?
Everybody knows of when he went on to Dr. Phil.
I've heard, it's like, you're exploiting people. So are you.
Isn't that what you're doing? You know what? You are so evil. I don't even want to give you the time of day.
You know what? Actually, I remember seeing that, and this is why I also fuck Dr. Phil, because you literally had this guy come on your show and gave him exposure, and we're like, knew exactly what he was all about. And you're just like, I'm Dr. Phil, and I don't want you on my show, even though I invited you here, because,
They
you know,
never
I'm
actually aired
better
it.
than you. And
He wasn't.
fuck Dr. Phil.
Dr.
never
Phil's
actually
a
aired
prick.
it,
Fuck the bum fights guy, but also fuck
Is-
Dr. Phil.
Is
Dr.
Bad
Phil
Baby
sucks.
SoundCloud?
She's affiliated with SoundCloud rappers because there's definitely people who were into Bad Baby, like Trippie Redd. So there's a weird beef, actually. There's a weird late era SoundCloud beef between Tekashi 6ix9ine, Trippie Redd, and Bad Baby and X. It's like a weird beef. There was a weird beef that happened that was getting covered on DJ Academics' page back in the day, I remember. Yeah. I don't really remember. I remember she was affiliated with Issues, though.
Probably shitty people.
Yeah,
Probably did.
100%. No
I mean,
good.
if his
No
name
good
is
for this
Issues-
society. No good for this society.
Does she belong to the streets?
I don't know. I don't speak on Bad Baby.
She's a
that's-
thought.
What happened to that girl that sang that Friday song on YouTube?
Rebecca Black. Oh my
Black.
god, that's
She's a
so.
hyper pop artist now.
Does she still do more stuff?
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's a hyper pop artist now.
The last thing I saw her with was Katy Perry.
Wait. What the fuck is hyper? Is there
It's just like
It's like electronic music, but like
it's that Japanese kawaii pop, effectively. If you had to
I
describe
wouldn't
it,
describe it like that.
no, but I mean the American version would be effectively the same thing as the Japanese kawaii pop.
Huh.
Maybe.
Okay.
I
guess I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Apparently.
What is it? We'll talk about
We'll talk about that. We'll put a pin in it.
what is it? Yeah, Ghostmane. Ghostmane is another really important rapper because Ghostmane and Lil Peep and Puya and Fat Nick all kind of like started to collaborate really early on, and they kind of like exploded in their own way together. And all four of them went and did their own thing afterwards. Obviously, Lil Peep passed away in 2018. Yeah, 2017 or 2018. I forget what year it
17.
was. I think 17.
17 was Peep, 18 was
X.
and 2019 was Juice.
Yeah. And what is it?
Eh.
Fuck, man. Ghostmane's my shit because Ghostmane did the metal and hip hop thing instead of doing the fucking like emo.
It
And
was
hip-hop.
new metal?
Yeah, Ghostmane I would describe as new metal, 100%.
Okay, I'll allow it.
New metal
it
and
was almost
industrial.
like I dug that because it was almost like some sort of like screamo mixed with like dubstep.
Never mind, I won't allow that.
I think that's kind of what it sounded like. It was like screaming vocals, but like really like
Dub wub.
like electronic
Dub wop.
sounding. Like
You probably saw the one video he did where it was set to that Betty Boop thing.
what?
I know exactly what song you're talking about.
Because I saw that. I'm like,
No, there were
oh.
a bunch of those where somebody set a bunch of them to like repeated patterns of old cartoons.
Yeah, that's like his thing. That's like his aesthetic is like old cartoon shit.
Yeah, but it was like sort of like a metal like electronic thing.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was different. Like I don't know. Like I don't like talking about like genres of music. Like if I like music, like music's subjective. Like
100%. Yeah.
if it sounds good, like it's like, oh hey, this is like, because I listen to music all the time. If I hear something that's different, like I kind of want to hear that a little bit because at least somebody's doing something outside of like.
And this is why I wanted you on, because you listen to music all the time. I know that you're not like super familiar with the SoundCloud shit, but like you have some input.
Yeah, no, I like listening to weird people's stuff. Like
Weird Al.
When did they get around to watching that movie? Gotta get around to that.
UHF.
No, the one with Harry Potter.
Radcliffe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where he fucks Madonna. Numerous times.
Yo, he made a movie where he fucks Prime Madonna. Like
they were together for a while.
Were they really together in real life?
Yes.
What? No.
Yes, Madonna and Weird Al actually like had a thing.
No
for a
fucking.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
No shot.
Did you not know this?
No. Pull it up.
It wasn't like all over fucking media like like they played it out, but like they were together for a little bit.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
There's an ass for every seat.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've never researched this topic.
Madonna fucking Weird Al? She was not like a virgin, I'm sure.
Like a surgeon.
Like a surgeon.
I mean, good for him because I don't know. I feel like Weird Al either gets laid all the time or like very
Never.
Or never.
It's like
He's
a 0
married.
or 10.
He's Richard Cheese. My brother should understand that reference.
Bringing a girl into your bedroom and there being an
An accordion, yeah.
an accordion like right next to the bed might
Nope.
damage the
happen all the
vibe.
time.
Might
What's up?
damage the vibe or enhance the vibe.
I have an accordion
wait.
somebody gave me, and it's just way too hard to keep it playing.
Speaking of weird bedroom stuff, music. Did you ever see the thing with it's like my girlfriend hates my sex music, and it's Seabat?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy's like, okay, so he's been dating this chick for like 2.5 years, and he goes on Reddit and he's like, my girlfriend can't stand my my sex mix, and so it's like, well, what music should I play? Like, it's like this one particular song that I used to get off, and he's like, I tie my thrust to the rhythm of the song or whatever.
Oh God!
But he's been doing it for so long that even when he stopped playing the music, he was doing it internally to the motion of the song. The fucking song is Seabat by Hudson Hawk.
Dude, that song is ridiculous.
It sounds like robot dolphins having sex.
It does. It is. People really use people. I love when people use terms like that to describe EDM. This song,
Robot dolphins having sex?
yeah, this song actually just sounds like that. It doesn't. Like, it doesn't. Like, yo, I listen to a lot of dubstep and I listen to a lot of like drum and bass. That song sounds like dolphins having sex. Like that. There's no other way to describe it. It is truly just sounds. Like
Seabat?
Yeah.
It's funny because it's
like, yo, I listen to like Aphex Twin. You know, I listen to sounds, but like this song is just. No one needed to make that.
Are you looking it up right now?
No one needed to make that.
Wait for it.
Well, I needed to hurry up, otherwise we're gonna get copyright.
You can edit around this.
I don't know. For now, I just feel like I'm at like utility center or something.
Wait for it. Wait for it. It takes a second.
Unnecessary song.
All right, I feel like at first it started off as like rabbits, and then they gradually evolved into dolphins.
Yeah, I can
That's
maybe
kinda-
see that.
In the beginning, it was like some sort of weird Pokemon sounds.
YouTube,
then-
we may cut some of that for you, so this way you don't have to yell at me.
Yeah. Oh man, but no, the whole thing was like, yeah, it's like this guy's been fucking this chick for 2.5 years to that song though.
That's terrible. That's a red flag.
I don't know how many different red flags that is to the both of them though.
So
The
much.
fact that she put up with it for 2 years.
The
Well, I
fact
mean,
that he
wait,
could
that was
bust a
basically
nuts
like-
that
like-
song.
That's the beat. Of
Yes,
that.
and he was timing his thrust to the beat.
That's almost like military levels of precision, actually.
No.
You know,
I
That
was-
was violent.
That's
I was in the military. It is not that precise. Trust me.
Well, I mean, no, it's not.
Turns out when you have things that go boom for like a lot of space, you don't need that much precision.
No, all right. It's like
Just needs to be general.
it's like high level.
Circle the
training.
nips. Don't pinch the nips.
No, but that's not what that is. That's somebody that's clearly investing a serious amount of effort into repeating the same pattern.
They found the G spot and they said, "Come hither."
No joke. I was once talking to one of my was in the middle of, my coworkers were having a conversation. He's talking about asking a girl out, and the kid's a virgin. The one was talking about asking a girl out. So I was just walk up. I'm like, dude, I'll tell you, the quickest way to get to a girl's heart, it's about 2.5 to 3/4 of the way in on the top hand side, and you're going to do a come here motion with your fingers.
Come here.
And the other friend who's like older and is like has had a long-term girlfriend and shit, he starts losing his mind laughing, and the other guy's like, what? And I'm like, you figure it out, my dude.
You either figure it out or you don't.
That's wild.
Or you just pick a particular offbeat song and then have sex with exactly the same routine every single time for several years. Literally, it's like almost like a play at that point. You're almost like,
Do you know clowncore?
Of course, I know Clowncore.
Ah.
Clowncore is sick.
Have you seen Dinosaur Core?
No, that one I haven't seen.
Heavy Source?
But that's not the same. Clowncore is an actual group. You saying dinosaur core implies that it's an actual group. It's Heavysaurus. Heavysaurus is a
Swedish?
educational Swedish heavy metal group
For kids.
for kids that dress up as dinosaurs.
Okay.
They're pretty cool.
They actually do
that
have
doesn't sound cool at all.
I was a
Really?
dinosaur kid growing up. So
I'm
that's
a-
what's cool to me.
I'm still a dinosaur kid.
I still love me a dinosaur. Me and Rico talk about dinosaurs all the time. Shout out Rico.
Shout out Rico. Still got to have him on the podcast. At some
Oh
point.
yeah, he's got to get on here.
Dinosaurs aren't cool, dude. Thank God there aren't any of them anywhere. Like, seriously.
Oh, they'd fuck us up today.
Yeah.
Seriously,
You look
fuck
me in the eyes and tell me
dinosaurs.
that that's not a cool band.
Show the camera.
Is that a band? What is?
Yes.
What are you showing me?
That's Heavy Source.
Is that a bunch of action figures, or is
no,
that like,
those they're costumes, my dude.
Are you looking it up right now?
it looks like Gwar, but like Barney.
I can't
the
see that.
dinosaur. Like if like I
Have
feel like
Jackson send that to me. Was it
honestly,
dinosaur
bro,
core?
I feel like Barney
No,
the
it's just-
dinosaur and Gwar should do a collaboration one day.
It's
I
Heavy
I think that'd be
Source.
cool.
Actually, I think the head for one of them might be a repurposed Barney fucking mask. That actually, yeah, that might be a repurposed Barney mask.
That's an actively touring band.
Yes, they're fucking Swedish and they're for kids, or Finnish. I'm sorry, they're Finnish.
I mean,
Finish.
They look
We
like
were
cool, but
somehow
not-
talking about SoundCloud.
We stumble. That's what we do.
We stumble all right.
Are you sending this to him?
I am trying.
I am a surgeon.
It's just so many bionicles behind me.
Yo, how about like a band that makes music that's appropriate for children in
This
all
is appropriate.
respects, except it tells little kids to do bad things. Like,
This is appropriate. Why are you saying that it's not?
Like the Don't song by Trevor Moore.
what? Oh,
Never do this and this and this and this.
Dumb
'Cause
ways
that's how
to
you make
die.
crystal meth. You've never heard that song from Waste Kid You Know?
Just tell your teacher that your daddy likes to play with your sack, and you can get a
New daddy.
Get a new daddy. Police will take the old one away in a caddy.
You could get a new daddy.
This is preview for our upcoming episode.
Wait, did you ever watch Waste Kid You Know, my dude?
It's fine. No, still no smoke. So, SoundCloud, somehow.
Okay, yeah.
Bring us back. Bring us back.
Bring us back. Well,
Bring it
we
around.
talked about how Ghostman did like the metal stuff. We'll talk a little bit about Lil Peep. Lil Peep, really important. He was kind of like X, where like he did a lot of like trap, and he did a lot of like he sampled some interesting artists. Like he sampled the Postal Service, which is like that dude from Death Cab for Cutie's side project. He sampled Wonderwall. He sampled
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
he sampled some Taking Back Sunday song. He sampled a lot of like really interesting shit.
Wait,
And
what?
I think what he did with his samples really influenced how people on SoundCloud were using those kind of samples. Like he was using guitar beats and shit. And I think some producers like Nedarb and Young Cortex, they're like really important because they started to produce for a lot of people in the underground after that.
It would be a pretty good sample to use some Pink Floyd.
Yeah. There's a lot of
Used any Pink Floyd samples?
not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Huh. Somebody, little SoundCloud rapper.
Little SoundCloud rapper.
You know what? That's going to be my new name. That's going to be my SoundCloud. I'm going to become a SoundCloud rapper. And it's going to be little SoundCloud rapper.
I think if Lil Peep didn't pass away, I think he would be like an ultra star. Because like he was gonna work with Post Malone and do shit with Post Malone like before he died. It's a shame. It's a shame what happened to him. But like the unfortunate reality is
He
like
was drugs, right?
yeah. The unfortunate reality is like these rappers love drugs. They love drugs. They love taking drugs, and they love doing they love.
Yeah, so there's a huge amount of controversy in the SoundCloud rap.
Yeah, Lil Peep's death was controversial in itself because like there's some such shit like why you let someone nod off on drugs for 2 hours and not check on them, you know? Like that's fucked.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the main controversy is drug related.
Yeah.
There's violence, as said with X, about all the fighting that he would do.
Yeah, and he got shot, and he got randomly shot. Really, he got shot because Florida is crazy like that right now.
Juice got shot.
No, Juice didn't get shot. So the Juice WRLD death is so crazy because that shit could have been preventable. But like,
Silly question, but when was Florida never crazy?
that's true. I'm
Juice
talking about
shot?
no, Juice WRLD wasn't shot, bro. So actually, Juice WRLD died on my birthday. I woke up for
Was X shot?
X was shot.
X was shot. Juice was OD.
Yeah. So what happened with Juice WRLD was his plane was flagged by the private jet pilot for having like 20 pounds of weed on it, and they were flying to his birthday party because his birthday is December 9th, and he was going from like Miami to Chicago. They went to check the plane, and he took all of his Percocets and swallowed them.
Oof.
And like, instead of just like flushing them or losing them, he swallowed them, and he seized after he got off the plane and died. Like, it was such a preventable thing that like shouldn't have happened. And like,
I hear that there's also a controversy around Juice WRLD's passing with his girl.
I mean, Ali Lottie like was not a good influence on him. Like, that girl is a crackhead. Like, that girl's like on some crazy shit.
I heard that she allegedly was on like OnlyFans trying to sell some of his merch and shit.
No, she's selling his clothes, like his personal clothing that he wore.
Yeah.
She's currently selling his clothing for like money for drugs and like shit. It's
that's some
fucked up.
scuzzy shit.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it's a shame what happens with these guys after they die.
It's some Yoko Ono shit.
Yeah. Yo, someone didn't understand.
That's a sample I want to see used in a fucking rap song. The Yoko Ono screeching. That I want to see somebody make work.
That would be tight.
Just in the middle of the song. What the fuck is this? Instead of fucking, instead of police sirens setting off stoners when they drive, Guys,
The
switch
Yoko
to
Ono
Yoko
song,
Ono
there you go.
screeching for random sounds. There you go.
Man, I fucking hate Yoko Ono.
She didn't actually break up the Beatles. They were
Fuck
going to
that
break up
bitch.
anyway, but she did some fucked up
But
shit.
she
in her own
didn't
right.
help.
She
No,
definitely
and
did not help.
She fucked up. She fucked up his relationship with his kids, and then fucked up his. Stole the kids' letters or whatever it was and shit. Yeah.
She just sucks. Yoko Ono sucks.
Yoko Ono does suck. I think that's pretty much universal consensus.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on. Yoko Ono rap song.
I'm sorry. Are you looking that up right now?
Yeah. Yoko featuring Wiz Khalifa, Chris Brown, and Big Crit.
Right,
Burner.
You got to play that.
Let me hear.
Remember, I can only have so much of this. Before things get flagged.
Is she actually on this song, or is this the name of the song?
It sounds like something I would probably listen. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd rate it a 5, as I would listen to it again on purpose. But there does not seem to be Yoko Ono on this song.
That is the most generic cookie cutter hip hop song I think I've heard in a long time.
Okay, I don't care anymore.
Yeah, I don't think she's in it.
Wiz Khalifa, Yoko, Salmo, Yoko Ono.
I mean, on the same token, I wish somebody would make a song where they just repeated my name over and over again for like 16 measures of music.
Oh
I
shit!
like how the first thing I put when I search for Yoko is Yoko Ono screaming. That's all it says.
Jackson, there's a music video you should watch because I think it's it pertains to the topic and it's quick. I don't know if you'll get flagged because the song's on YouTube and it's not on Spotify because it has a sample in it. Look up Nitro Cell music video City Morgue, because City Morgue is like, I think one of the most important SoundCloud artists, and like that's like the visuals they were going for, is that music video. And that song is probably like their best song.
City Morgue is their name.
City Morgue. They've played The Gathering a bunch.
Really?
Yeah.
Nitro Cell, City
Nitro
Morgue.
Cells. Yeah, video.
My favorite gathering one was the
2
Tequila
minutes.
Tequila thing.
Yeah, it's 2
Zilla,
minutes.
Cammy, X,
So Smoola, yeah.
World Star, Hip Hop.
Put that shit sideways, dog. Why you-
This?
Yeah. You gotta watch the video.
I will, but I'm not gonna watch the whole thing on this.
I don't hate this.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking that.
Yeah, they're fucking sick.
That's
They're similar to Ghostman.
pretty good.
Ghostman Killer.
I'll have to find that one myself.
Ghostface Killer.
They're similar to Ghostman, but like now they like, I would describe Zilla Kami as more grunge, and like he makes like kind of like title fight sounding music, and like he also makes more like emo trap, and So Smoola makes more like rage music and like trap and like, you know, fucking all that shit, horrorcore. Like he makes that kind of music. So Smoola is crazy. So Smoola makes drug music is the best way I can describe it. Drug dealer music.
Drug dealer music.
Yeah,
That's a good way to describing things.
yeah,
I'm okay with that.
yeah, 100%. But that's like the real. They're like the real last big SoundCloud artists in my eyes.
City Morgue.
Yeah, that's like really where like the end.
SoundCloud went to die.
Not really went to die, but like, you know, the website changed, the vibe changed. That's not really what people were looking for anymore. you know, we entered a new era. Like the Bronx drill scene was starting to blow up a little bit. You know, music was changing. Social media was changing. TikTok was changing things quick.
We had Rich Chiga.
We did
Yeah,
have him.
if you think about it, like when you had MySpace, like anybody could post any audio file and people would put it on their profile, and it was like independently people. Like even you go back to like early YouTube.
Not sponsored, not on this episode. NRG Adams was talking to us about that. Check out some of our stuff about that. He's been on things.
No, like it used to be
Find them
easier
yourself.
for people to just openly share audio files and stuff, and they don't really have that anymore.
No, it's a shame too.
Even YouTube used to originally be just random people making videos like, hey, I'm going to fix this lawnmower.
We're on
Here's how
YouTube.
you can fix your lawnmower too. And now it's like,
We're
that's
also now
not
on
YouTube
Spotify.
anymore.
Yes. See, now
Slowly catching up.
TikTok rappers are descendants of SoundCloud rappers, who are descendants of Facebook rappers, who are descendants of MySpace rappers, who are descendants of LimeWire.
Basically,
Archive.org was a pretty early one of that.
Archive.org is still a good thing.
I miss
Yeah,
old
no,
internet.
I mean you can get every single.
I also
Grateful
miss old
Dead show
internet.
on there. But
I was go-
This is the
Archive.org
cancer
still a thing.
killing bee.
so there's actually, it's funny you mentioned MySpace, unrelated to SoundCloud rap, but
I miss
related
them.
to music on the internet. Skrillex used to upload a lot of unreleased music to MySpace.
He was
Sonny
an
Leone?
emo artist, wasn't he?
Sonny Moore.
Didn't he do emo stuff?
Yeah, so after he left the band from first to last, Skrillex went and did his solo project titled Sonny, and he released one EP officially called the Gypsy Hook EP. And there's 3 songs and 3 remixes on it, and it's okay. It's just like this weird, like poppy electronic Japanese kawaii music. And one of the songs is actually one of the songs
Kawaii.
translated into Japanese. And he had an entire record he wrote called Bells, and he had the demos for this record uploaded to MySpace, and then the album the record label shelved it, which is worse than them canceling it. Shelving it means they know they're not going to make their money back on you, so they fuck you and they just throw you to the side, right? So then he went on tour with Team Sleep, which is a Deftones side project, and on this tour he sold these demo CDs that the fans called the baby blue envelopes, and in the baby blue envelopes, you know, it was a hand-drawn cover by Skrillex, and then it was all the Bells demos in 320 instead of 128, which is the quality they're uploaded to online, right? So it was the full quality of the record, and there was like 500 of them that exist, and it was before people were. It was a piece of media that was given out before people were uploading and archiving. So it wasn't until I think a few years ago where someone got a direct rip from the CD, because no one like knew anyone who had it. And there's only one YouTube video that exists that was ripped from Internet Archive of someone unpacking and showing off what's inside the envelope. So that's a really interesting piece of like music history on the internet. And then there's a list of like really early Skrillex songs that got uploaded to like the Skrillex page, not the Sonny Moore page. And it was songs like Turmoil, Slat Slat Slats, Cat Rats. Like these are all early Skrillex songs that never got like a release. Like, he just put them on MySpace, and then when he put out Scary Monsters, like that's what he was jamming. So like he never bothered to put those other songs out for downloads. So like there's no full quality of those songs. There was only ever MySpace rips of those songs, which is crazy. Like he's like the biggest artist in the world, and some of his music isn't accessible in like full quality, and it never will be because those laptops and those project files are long gone. 'Cause it's all digital only music that was made on a laptop that God knows.
I mean,
where it
that's
is.
like Prince and how he would have literally hundreds of audio recording and video recording at all times throughout almost everywhere in his fucking house.
Yeah,
Because he was so obsessed with whenever he found inspiration for a song, he would just start singing it. And there was thousands of songs just discarded that he didn't think were up to snuff.
yeah, and you'd be surprised how many artists like have that kind of thing going on.
Where were we?
think we're talking about something.
This is my favorite SoundCloud rapper,
What's that guy's name?
Kitangu.
Kitangu?
Kitangu.
Is that a Bionicle?
It is a Bionicle.
But he also raps.
Yo, peep this shit.
Did the shrimp fry that rice?
These things are the fucking best. Like,
It was like my younger brother had those things, but that actually looks dangerous. It looks like it would injure small animals.
We're gonna have both you and Tom on for our Bionicle episode.
Maya, must you be so cynical about everything?
You're one to fucking talk.
I'm not saying that a small child's toy going to hurt animals, though.
this can't fucking hurt an animal.
Not with that attitude.
People today be like, nah, you can't give that to children.
Let's be real. You can hurt anything with anything if you try hard enough.
Yeah, 100%.
Or if you fuck up hard enough.
Yeah, actually, kids are pretty stupid, so if they were going to hurt another kid, they'd probably just smack him in the head with the Bionicle in the first place.
Well, blam.
We were talking Gucci Mane and other things.
Yeah.
Loosely.
What about Little Mayo?
Yeah, so I derailed the whole...
Wait, have you seen Little Mayo?
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, he's a Facebook thing. He's just a fucking alien prop that pretends to be a rapper.
Yeah, Lil Mayo, I used to follow him on Snapchat back in the day.
Yeah, Little Mayo.
No, SpongeBob. No, Patrick. Mayonnaise is not an instrument.
It's how easy it is to, I guess,
Yeah, Little
do shit
Mayo.
and stuff.
So I think something that's really funny.
Ellen.
Yo, the Backpack Kid is still trying to do something for himself. He's like on TikTok Live and he like makes beats and he makes what I would describe as goofy beats. Like they sound terrible. Like it's the worst thing I've ever
Does he still do the dance?
I don't know. I skip his shit. I'll talk some shit in the comments and then skip his shit. Fuck the Backpack Kid. I don't
I'm glad
ever
we
talk shit
all
on-
knew what the fuck I was talking about by the Backpack Kid as
I
the
like when
Floss Kid.
I look like when I Google Backpack Kid, when I put up Backpack Kid and fucking Wikipedia, it just comes up as floss dance. Return from Backpack Kid.
Fuck the Backpack Kid.
Thank God everybody knew what I was talking about.
Fuck the
Not
Backpack
know
Kid.
what you're talking
Useless
about.
celebrity. Useless
You're-
celebrity.
I understand. You don't own a computer.
He did that thing where he's like, it knows my name. He throws it in the dumpster like fucking.
Backpack Kid is a useless celebrity. I protest him just existing.
Didn't he go on Ellen or some shit?
Yeah. Yes.
He did go on Ellen. He just did his little thing. It was
So
not bad.
so how do you floss? Easy. You just kind of.
I still can't figure out how to get that quite right.
It's you don't want to know.
You
You don't need to know.
I guess a fun thing we can talk
don't
about
need
with
to know.
with the SoundCloud rappers is industry
Lucid
plans.
dreams.
Nah, industry plans and the thing like what happens when these guys fall off and when like shit just doesn't go right for them because like
Posty.
no, an industry plant is someone who is handed a career by the music industry. Like they write a character for them. And they say, this is your career. We're going to give you funding, and you're going to make us money.
You're gonna be.
Like Boney M.
You're gonna be Lil Trey Von Knight.
Or like basically how wrestling works. That's kind of how it.
You're gonna be
Whoa.
Lil Hulk Hogan.
It's still real. To
You're
me.
gonna
So-
They go,
be
your character
Lil
is
Andre the
this.
Giant.
So,
This is your character. You play the role. and-
You're gonna be Lil Boy from Bayshore.
You see, people like you think that the,
The
devil lives on a bunch of magic hot air balloons, zipping around on a Segway, smoking his pot. People
See,
like you.
People like you.
think that the devil. Okay, I'm done this.
I taught a whale how to jump out of its own tail. What?
So a really funny industry plant
He's
that
ignoring us.
exists.
Yes, he is.
Good.
And I don't blame him.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to keep on topic. Someone's gotta.
He took 18 Adderall and he is still.
Oh my God, he's playing Jackson's bit where Jackson's trying to be. Because usually Jackson
He is so-
always tries to start the topic.
I think I'm like the only one who's got like I feel like the information to keep it going.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of
So-
course.
What is
it calls?
So there's a really interesting industry plant called Jumex, and he originally went by Lil.
Did you say Jew?
I said Jumex.
Jew?
Jew Max. Maximum Jew.
Yeah, maximum Jew.
How big is that
Maximum
nose?
Levels of Jewishness.
It's not even on some. Like, he's. I don't even. it's
Do
not-
not invite him to cocaine parties.
Yeah.
See, I
Nothing-
heard
Pinocchio
Jew-Mex,
levels
like
of
Tex-Mex, but
noses.
Jew-Mex.
Jesus Lord.
Wait, Jew
It's like-
Mex like the robots?
J
Oh my God.
Jumex is his
Mexican and
name.
Jewish.
He is so done with our shit.
Joe, it is a wild name to give a rapper. I will say that Jumex is a wild name, but like, so basically, what happened was
What
is-
happened was-
Chorizo matzo ball.
there's a video of this kid with green hair smoking in a classroom that went viral. This kid.
Okay. Yep.
And so one of Tyler the Creator's like ex-tour managers saw
Yep.
this video and went,
Rep.
very out of touch white man went, I'm gonna make a career out of this kid and make some money. And so, yo, this is legit what happened. Like there's a guy who went and like did a deep dive on Jumex because of how bad the music is and figured out what happened. And there's a leaked phone call and everything. So like basically this guy was like, yeah, I wanted to make him a superstar and I wrote a character for him and I wrote all this music.
Hey,
And
Steven Seagal his ass?
it is the most like generic cookie cutter hip hop you'll ever hear. It is terrible. And they every like once in a while they'll rebrand him and push his music again and like try to get people to like listen to him, and it doesn't ever work because it's some ass.
It was Jew Mex.
Dude, it is an ass
He's a
fucking
Jewish Mexican.
No, he's not. I don't even think he's either.
That's the part we got out of this. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't think he's either. Like that's the crazy. I don't know what he is. Like that's just a terrible name. Jumex. It's just a shitty artist name. Sounds like a dubstep artist. Sounds like it sounds like a weird dubstep artist I would hear.
Yeah, going back to the EDM thing, it sounds like a name of somebody that you would forget.
Yeah, like they're like
It's just like a saturated market of people who have like one or two pre-recorded.
It's no Skrill excrement.
so yeah, it's like it like on the festival lineup, they're like down here on the like the bottom. Like they're like the 3:30 p.m. slot.
Yeah. We got like Skrillex headlining, then we have like Baby Metal with Death Clock, and then we have like Juice Vibe, then we have like Lil Bo Peep, then we have like Yachts Club, then we have like
Yeah, Lil Bo Peep is fire, dude.
Lil Bo Weep.
Lil Bo Weep.
You could get like a cheap hook thing rap.
You can do this. I have faith in you.
It's your thing, man. I can't. I don't.
A
think
little
I can pull it
cheap
off.
thing.
Trust in some lederhosen.
Get a bunch of sheep on stage and like
Under clipping, clapping.
Jackson, I
clapping.
think you should wear some lederhosen.
sheep in bikinis. Yeah, you come out in lederhosen with sheep in bikinis.
There's another industry plant. Her name is Baby Goth.
Baby
He said,
goth.
no.
Baby Goth.
We stay
Baby
on
Goth.
track.
Baby Goth is just some emo chick with a giant butterfly tattoo on her forehead, and she was inserted onto a Trippie Redd album, and that was her first song. And it was like the third big Trippie Redd album. It wasn't like the first one. He was established at this time and had a major label behind him. And then she went on No Jumper, which is the Adam 22 podcast, and she was just like,
Isn't X
you know-
on? Didn't X do an No Jumper podcast?
all the No Jumper is really relevant for the underground because he put a lot of people onto a lot of artists. Like, because originally it was supposed to be an underground rap podcast.
You know who's actually like surprisingly influential in that type of shit?
Who?
Fucking Nardwar.
Yeah, Nardwar's a fucking goat, and Nardwar has a lot of really interesting interviews with a lot of these guys.
Dude, Nardwar, like, no shit. He works for the CIA, I'm sure.
Must, yeah, dude. I think someone revealed that like he goes and asks.
Do you know? Do you know where this is from? Is that the condom that broke when I was born? yes, of course, this is you. Like, that's how fucking in depth this man is.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Dude, he will like pull up some shit that you forgot about 20 years ago. Nardwar is an OG fucking music interviewer.
Huh.
Dude, he is insane.
Yo, but
Yeah, he's kind of cracked.
The people that are promoted as music people, like, you know, I can make a video of me playing a guitar and put it on YouTube. Nobody's gonna watch it. Like, a lot of these people are always promoted automatically by like the algorithms that they have.
I mean, is that not kind of what the industry plant is?
Yeah, no, it's the whole
Just
thing.
so you know, Nardwar. You might
Oh,
have seen
that
him.
guy. Okay,
Yeah,
I've seen him. Okay, yeah.
You might have seen him once or twice.
Nah, I never saw that guy once ever.
Really?
Yeah, I've never
Yo,
seen that guy.
you gotta watch Nardwar music interviews. They're fucking crazy.
He straight up, like, he will. Do you know where this is from? Dude, I used to get my hair cut by this guy named John 13 years ago.
And this
and,
is
like,
the song you played.
And like my dad, he would be like beating on this dude's ass because like he owed him money. But this is the song that he would play back when I would get a haircut 15 years ago. Like, that's how fucking random this shit is.
The random fucking stories you're making up from this shit.
No, seriously. Check out some Nardwar shit. He's like
Nardwar's
insane.
dope.
All right.
I like him. I like him. He's just
Nardwar,
like
come be on an episode.
Nardwar.
Come do some weird 20 years ago shit for us for some reason.
The quote unquote human serviette.
Human what?
Serviette.
Serviette.
Yep.
That's what he says.
Yep.
Watch his little Uzi Vert interviews. Those are his best ones.
Mm.
Where he has to chase down the SUV. Oh my god, it's the best.
I don't know if I'd say that's his best, but it's definitely some
It's
of the
not
most
his
memorable
best, but it's definitely like the
'Cause,
best
like, he's-
ones to start with.
He's almost gotten into fights before with different people, and those
Yeah.
I think are pretty entertaining because he's just like this little dude. He's
The
just
Slipknot
like this
one.
little gremlin.
The Slipknot one is really obnoxious to watch.
He's just like this little gremlin. Like,
Wait,
Yo.
what happens with the Slipknot one?
Clown is
find out,
to him.
find out on your own. Nardwar. This is not a Nardwar episode. Cool guy, come check out our podcast. Be on it, but
Clown's very pretentious and serious about art, so he felt like Nardwar wasn't taking like their art serious, so he was a dick to him and walked away.
Clown?
I think it was Clown, yeah,
one of the Slipknot
Which one
members.
is Clown?
the one who wears the clown mask.
Oh, fucking go figure. All right, yeah.
Yeah,
The founding member of Clowncore.
Didn't one of them die?
2 of them died:
It's okay.
Joey Jordison and Paul Gray.
We can do an individual Slipknot episode. We can do an individual Guar episode. We can do all sorts of individual things like Nardwar. But this is SoundCloud Rappers, a certified hood classic.
Yo, Odorous, you're on this
Damn,
guy.
son, where'd you find that?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
That's Trapaholics. Trapaholics mixed.
your boys?
Trapaholics mixtapes.
Trapaholics mixtape.
Trapaholics sells sports cards now.
I'm sorry, what?
your boys.
Yeah, I was working Collecticon 2 or 3 years. No, a year ago. Sorry, not 2 or 3 years ago.
You know what weird collectible
Damn,
card games I've
son,
been seeing
where'd you
for-
find this?
Like,
He was
you know-
working with Chumley.
you know, it's,
Chumley?
He was
What?
yeah, Chumley and Trapaholics have like a little booth at Collecticon and they
Isn't
sell
Chumley
wrestling
in
cards
jail?
together.
Wait, isn't Chumley in jail?
The Chum Room.
Oh, he didn't get arrested for that coke. That wasn't his coke.
The Chum Room?
He had that room with the coke and the guns.
But what was I about to say?
Totally alleged.
I just had a thought. You fucking made me lose it.
It's okay. xxxtentacion.
What the fuck was it?
And then Just World.
Juice World, Little
Yeah.
Peep.
What were you just talking
Those
about?
are probably like the 3 most influential.
Yeah, I'd say if we had to just define the era to someone random, that's what you'd tell them.
Those 3 are probably the biggest, most influential of the SoundCloud rap.
Yeah, I would just tell them.
I mean, again, like there's different mumble rap, SoundCloud rap that isn't SoundCloud rap, but is
Yeah.
kind of SoundCloud rap, like Fetty Whoop. Mumble rap, definitely. SoundCloud rap, less so.
Did you ever see,
it definitely like is a little bit more emotional, a little bit more raw, a little bit more human perspective from the things that I've been able to find. Because I
More
actually
relatable.
did like this whole week listen to some SoundCloud rap. It's not my cup of tea.
No.
But
did you ever see the Hobson mumble rap diss track?
Hobson.
fucking Hobson.
Yeah, he did a whole diss track about mumble rap.
He was cool for a point, and then he less so.
Why? What do you
Yo,
do now?
somebody fucking asked me if Tech 9 was fucking SoundCloud. I'm like, no,
He's like Juggalo.
no.
With Juggalo rappers.
I mean, yes, but also no, because he got out of that group pretty quickly.
Yeah.
He still identifies with it because they're a pretty hardcore fan base for it. But yeah, he's still technically like an underground guy. He did a song with The Rock though, so I don't know how underground that is.
He did a song with Excision.
xxxtentacion.
No, Excision, the dubstep DJ.
Did he really? But yeah, he said he's not going to do sad songs anymore a while back, and now he just does.
Now he just does things with The Rock.
I mean, The Rock isn't a great music artist, but
And to be fair, I mean, at one point, Tech was like the biggest underground artist for rap.
He was, yeah.
Cody?
he was up there.
Cod? Cody? Cod? I think that was the album.
Oh, KOD, yeah, King of
Cod.
Darkness.
He was like the biggest. Earl Sweatshirt was cool. Earl Sweatshirt actually has a little bit of.
Sweatshirt's fucking dope. Earl Sweatshirt's really dope. I remember going to get the Earl Sweatshirt shirts at Zoomies when I was a kid.
He's got some. He's got a little bit of loose connection to SoundCloud rap.
A little bit, yeah.
Not like huge, but he's. So
he
he's like.
takes some influence.
What's up?
He definitely took some influence.
They took some influence from him as well,
Yeah.
because he's been around for a while.
Yeah, he's been around for a minute, and I don't like shit. I don't go outside's a great record.
That sounds like a name of a record right there.
Yeah. Do you know clipping?
No.
Okay, so that is homework number 2 for you. Do you remember what homework number 1 is?
Yeah, it's to watch Black Dynamite.
Hey!
Yeah, don't forget.
Dynamite.
Dynamite!
Have you seen Black Dynamite?
I have, but I completely forgot that was a homework assignment. So
No. It's not a homework
I got
assignment
like
for you.
50%.
You've seen it.
It's not a homework assignment for you. It's a homework assignment for Ryan. Because I don't see you more than like maybe once a month.
it's about right.
Him I see more often.
He's like a cryptid. He just kind of shows up whenever. You just leave that anywhere.
Pick that up later.
Just like his ladder.
This is a pretty good cherry soda. Yeah, no, I got stuff all on the floor all over the place. I'm not gonna run around and start picking stuff up. It'd be a waste of time.
Unfortunately for me, I think it's that time because I have a wedding to drive to in the morning.
I get you.
Gross.
Yeah.
Understandable, sir.
We
Yeah.
will find you where we find you.
We'll see you next week on our upcoming episode.
I believe so, right? Yeah, next week's wrestling.
Yeah.
We're doing
Yeah.
Attitude Era.
Specifically, Attitude Era.
Attitude Era's
You
sick.
better bring your fucking attitude.
I will have my
Yeah.
attitude.
We're expecting a big turnout for this one.
We got another guy StreamYard again.
We are expecting a big turnout for this one.
Okay, awesome.
So I best better see
better see that time that Undertaker threw Mankind 16 feet off Hell in a Cell into the announcer table.
Oh, they just released a video of them watching it together.
Did they really?
Yeah, there's like a reaction of them like rewatching the match. It's really funny.
Oh, I'm gonna have to
jeez.
find that now.
Yeah.
You know, that reminds me of this time when Undertaker threw Mankind 16 feet.
In 1998, when Undertaker threw Mankind 15 feet. See,
SoundCloud rap. It still exists, kind of loosely.
It's a thing.
Not really.
It was certainly an era.
Yeah.
Make some Yoko Ono rap.
Everybody should just stick to archive.org and listen to nothing but Grateful Dead.
I agree.
Anybody have anything to close this off with?
I missed Newgrounds.
Test your drugs and stay away from guns.
Yeah, except I mean, have lots of guns.
And have your own guns, yeah.
Have lots of drugs and guns. That's basically the takeaway.
What's that line from the White Skid Law? Run guns, sell drugs, something. Fuck the law.
I run guns. I smoke weed.
Sell the and fuck the law. Fuck the law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The founding fathers.
Yeah.
Purchase as many guns and drugs as you can find, people. Keep yourself
Legally,
safe.
of course. We have to put that in as a disclaimer.
And if you're going to do
Legally.
this, remember, get a dog.
Legally.
Get a stuffed dog filled with tannerite just in case.
Get as many illegal things as you can legally, because those are the things that you need to have, people. Be safe.
And just,
Remember,
I need to put this as a disclaimer. Thanks, guys.
If they ask if those,
Please
if they ask
follow your local laws.
if they ask if you have license for that, ask them if they have level 4 plates.
Illegal things, and everything will be better.
Ask them if they're within their jurisdiction.
Release
them
the
rethink
Clinton
everything.
Waterloo bus.
Do you have a warrant?
Yeah,
Realize that many things you need will get you a prison sentence if the police catch you with them, so don't get caught.
Only commit one crime at a time.
Nah, because sometimes you have to commit multiple crimes at a time.
That's true.
Like, you can't just like, oh, I committed one crime, so let me stop doing what I'm doing because one thing I did was illegal.
Because usually one crime leads to more crimes.
Yeah, no,
It's like
I mean,
it's like Lay's potato chips. You can't have just one.
Yeah, you just gotta keep doing crime.
Once you pop the top, you just can't stop.
exactly.
fucking Pringles.
All right, commit crimes, everyone. Just don't get caught.
And with that,
Disclaimer,
everyone commit crimes.
Disclaimer. For the love of God, do not fucking break the law.
It's okay to steal from corporate stores.
We're
just
not-
mom and pop stores.
We are not saying to break the law. This is all facetious.
I think
Eat the
people need to
rich.
hear that one.
The people here are just actors. They're not being paid, but they are actors. For the love of God,
You can
I am
put
an
it's
actor.
cool to wear a face mask now when you commit crimes.
please do not break the law.
Unless the law is like not beneficial.
If you find a law unjust,
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know,
Write to
obey
your
the
local
law.
congressman.
Steal
And
that
then
middle
when he
bar from
ignores
Steal the
you-
Declaration of Independence. Wait, no.
There's a treasure map on the back.
Shit. I don't think I'm helping.
and with that,
Ben Franklin's glasses? Good night, people. Disclaimer,
basically-
don't break the law. Good night.
Level